Yo, what's going on, everybody? Jermaine, Lead Monster Steele here, coming at you with this quick video. Last week, before I was headed over to the office, I cut a video about 3 ways to pick up more deals, right? Because we've closed about $40,000 in consulting deals in the last month or less. And last week, I cut the video about having the brand awareness, being able to create the problem and provide the solution, right? So being able to actually identify and create the problem that you're gonna be solving. And then the last thing was being able to itemize everything that people are going to get, right? So people wanna know, excuse me, I'm gonna turn the radio down a little bit there, but people wanna know what they're getting, right? So you itemize that. So those are the 3 things I covered last week, and I just wanted to do a follow-up in reference to that video. I'll actually put the link in the comment section as well, right? So the 3 things I wanted to actually discuss today is going to be, number 1 is follow-up. All right, so obviously after you create the problem and the solution, you itemize everything else, you're going to need to move in and follow up, right? So whether they took the deal or they didn't take the deal after you wrote out your proposal, you're going to need to move in and you're going to need to ask questions and follow up, right? So you don't want to move in and sound desperate. So what do, right? How do you follow up without sounding desperate? Well, a lot of the different things that I like to do, or a couple different things I should say, is I'll just kind of reach out and ask, and this is going to seem so basic, but I'll just ask, how's it going? Or hey, how did it go at work today? Or how did it go at the office? So that because they know why you're inboxing them a lot of times, right? And they feel the pressure, they feel like they have to, respond. And when you inbox them, you don't need to ask them about the deal because you're going to seem desperate. Just ask them how they're doing. Say, how's it going, right? You'll get their attention because it's already on their mind. They might be working. They might be busy throughout the day. So that's one way to follow up. And I'll tell you what, the second and the best way that I love to follow up is just hit them with a phone call and do the same thing that I just discussed, right? Just ask them, how's it going? How's the day at the office? Maybe you follow up on a couple other things you discussed prior to. But again, don't talk about the deal, because if you talk about the deal, it's kind of, if you ask them about the deal, it's kind of like you never expected to get the deal. But if you call them, if you message them just to kind of follow up and talk to them, then what happens is they think, oh, well, I'm already in the deal with them, right? I'm already, speaking like I'm moving forward with the deal. And that's really what I like to do. And I've noticed what that does is it allows people to give you the tone of whether it's negative or positive. And let me explain what I mean. If I get on a call and I say, hey, how's it going with, how'd it go at the office today? And they say something to the effect of, oh, well, it was good, it was busy, I don't have much time right now. That's probably not good. But if they say, oh, hey, Jermaine, so excited to talk to you. There's some things that I am busy with at the office today, but I really want to cover these with you tomorrow, or I want to cover this with you later. So again, just by getting them on the phone, you're going to be able to identify whether or not the deal is leaning towards a negative or a positive. So that's the first thing I want to talk about, because again, once you come out with the proposal, you've got the brand awareness, people know you're there, you need to be able to follow up. All right. And the second thing you need to be able to do after the follow-up, after the proposal is there, after everything, is in place and you feel like the deal is done, is you need to be able to forward project. You need to be able to let them know where you're going to take them after they make the payment, right? So once they say, look, Jermaine, I just want to get started, where do I make the payment? You need to be able to speak to them in a way that's going to forward project them what their picture is going to look like after they send you 20 grand or 5 grand or whatever it may be. What this is going to do is going to put them into the future of, again, what their picture is going to look like after your services, right? So you want to talk about things like, here's what I would do, or here's what I will do when we get started. This is going to get them excited. This is going to get them to a point where they're going to want to just take action and, again, tell you to send them the payment button. So follow up and forward project, right? Those things are really going to help you in your business. My arm's getting tired here, so let me switch it up a little bit. Those 2 things, following up and forward projecting, that's going to put them in a position where they're ready to get to work, they're ready to take action. So what's the third step, right? What's the third thing that I wanted to share with you today is you want to be able to help them fast forward any actions that they need to take. What do I mean by that? They need to be able to fast forward you need to be able to help them fast forward any actions that they need to take, right? And what I mean by that is if they need to create a fan page, if they need to give you access to their ads account, if they need to follow steps, you need to give them the steps to get started, right? You need to have some kind of getting started plan, some kind of getting started video, so that after they give you the money, right after you forward project where they're going to be, automatically fast forward and get them into action. Because what that's going to do is it's going to show them that you're an action taker, that you love to get in and take action, and it's not all about the money, right? Because a lot of people, what happens is you give them the money and they disappear, right? It's happened to you before, it's happened to me, I'm sure it's happened to you at some point in your life. So again, the 3 F's is what I wanted to share to you guys today, and follow up from the last video, which was the brand awareness, creating the problem, identifying the problem, creating the solution, and then the third thing was being able to itemize the proposal. And then the 3 F's, guys, this is going to help you tremendously in your business, which is going to be follow-up, is going to be to forward project the vision of where you like to take them. And then the third thing is going to be help to fast forward any actions, anything that's going to produce a result right away. Don't wait, get in the first day, the first week, and help them see results right away, guys. So again, Jermaine, Lead Monster Steele. I'm headed out to the office. Tomorrow we're headed to San Diego, Nate's event, be speaking alongside of Vince Reed, Cedric Harris, some other big leaders in the industry. Got Randall speaking, Kenny Green. Next week out in Vegas, we got Horacio, we got Scott Rarely, we got Nicholas Law, Nate O'Brien. We'll be at a mansion resort at the 2810 in Las Vegas. So hopefully I'll see most of you guys there, if not some of you guys, and click the link below if you see anything. Much love. If you got value from this, you can share it. Like my fan page, Jermaine Lead Monster Steele, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.